Hello there, guys. Look at this position. It really looks like a lost cause. Black's pawn is 2 steps away from becoming a queen, and it seemed impossible to stop it with only our bishop up here in the corner at g8. But actually, white can still manage to save this game and get a draw out of this, which is, of course, very, very good at if you're looking at this position. So, can you find out how White managed to do this? Pause the video now, look through all the variations and see if you can find it. When you return, I will show you how it's done. Go ahead. All right, welcome back. Well, obvious our king is too far away to stop this, so we don't have to look at any king moves. So, what should we do with the bishop? Well, if you just go here and attack it, it will go down to h2, and there's no way we can stop this. So what we have to do, the first move is probably fairly easy to see. At least we go with a bishop to h7. We threaten to come to e4, and from there stop the pawn going to h1. But black's turn now, and he can stop our bishop from coming to e4, either with taking the pawn or going to e5. Let's look at e5 first. Well, that is a major blunder from black. We will then run with our pawn, and if he now realizes it has to stop it, well, then it's easy to get our bishop here, and if we get it down here, this is a draw. So if we play king e5 and we run, we have to run both of us. That's the idea, but this is not winning for black. Here, yes, he can take our bishop, but we will take his pawn, and this pawn will fall. Even with a check here, king goes to a5, and the next move we will take this pawn with our queen or with our king if he gives a check somewhere, and this is a easy draw. All right, so after our starting move of bishop h7, black will take our pawn and at the same time stop us from coming to e4. So this is looking bad. But look at this. We get this brilliant tempo move. It attacks the pawn, which means black has to move. He cannot give up this pawn. And then we can play bishop c8, threatening to come to b7 with a check and stop the pawn on h1. That's a good plan. The only little tricky thing is that black will destroy this plan by playing king c6. Bugger. Alright, so what to do now? Now, this pawn is only 1 step away from becoming a queen. We don't have a check here. So, why did we do this? Well, if you haven't seen it yet, you can pause the video again and see how white managed to get a draw from here. Go ahead. Alright, here it comes. It's this brilliant move. Bishop g4. Threatening a check and stopping this pawn. Well, obviously, black will have to promote right away. But look at this. If he promotes to a queen, what happens now? Well, we give a check here anyway. And we give a fork to the king and the queen. Black is forced to take, more or less. Well, it's going to be a draw either way. Because look at this. This is a stalemate. We cannot go anywhere. We put ourselves into stalemate and we saved the draw. And we saved the day. So beautiful. And just to look at other promotions. A rook will be the same, a knight will be the same. You can only promote to a bishop to stop this. Then we cannot go with our bishop to f3. But this is an easy draw anyway. We go with our bishop to e2. We will take here next move, no matter what black does. Can play up his bishop here. Take this with a check. and then we can just go back. This king doesn't have to move. Black cannot attack it. Bishop is the wrong color. The pawn cannot come anywhere, so we can just move around our bishop however we want to, and just keep the king here. And if anytime the pawn come up here, well, we just sacrifice our bishop on it if we need it. So this is a draw. Very brilliant move from the start. We really got this going for us with these moves with the bishop. How can you see this from the beginning? Well, if you did, congratulations. Strong player you are. All right. Nice. Nice to have you here. See you later, everybody. Bye bye.